Hey guys, it's Killing Spree 7 here again, and I actually got my hands on the Resident Evil 6 demo, and I actually just finished playing Leon's part of the demo, and I actually attempted to do a live commentary, and I screwed up that. I screwed that up because I tried to like separate the game audio from my voice by reopening it, and then it deleted my voice. So I didn't really talk very much during it, and I won't talk during the cutscenes. So I thought I'd just commentate over it like this. So here's the Resident Evil 6 demo for Leon. I got Dragon's Dogma today, and I played a little bit of that. It's pretty good if you like that kind of game. If you don't, it's not exactly what you would like then. So decided to play as Leon, obviously. So the controls, if you want to pause and look at the controls, there are a lot of differences from Resident Evil 4 and 5. Well, it's a lot more similar to 5, but
bioorganic weapons are a global threat. Start working with the rest of the world.
Raccoon City.
We have to come to my desire to reveal that.
I'm going to tell them.
It might create more problems. It's time we take responsibility. We want to have any chance.
I've always valued your friendship, Leon.
Stay right where you are. Mr. President! Don't make me do this.
It's all my fault. I did this.
What are you talking about?
Tolox Cathedral. I'll explain everything there, Agent Kennedy.
How do you know my name?
Yes?
Hunnigan.
Thank God you're both all right.
How do you two know each other?
That's Helena Harper. She's been with the Secret Service since last year. I can't tell you how good it is to hear you two are all right. Look, I hate to rush introductions, but I need a report on your situation.
I just shot the president.
He had already been infected by the time we found him. Leon did what he had to. He saved my life.
God help us. All right, I'll submit the report. You two just focus on getting the hell out of there. The virus has already spread 3 miles past the campus perimeter, and it's not slowing down. You need to hurry.
Not before we check out Tolox Cathedral. Agent Kennedy's got a lead that might tell us who's responsible for this.
Leon, is that true?
Yeah. I think I might have something.
Roger that. I'll map out the safest access route. Keep your radio on.
I got a lead?
You will if you come with me.
Adam, I'm sorry. So what's so special about this church? You have some sins to confess?
It's hard to explain.
Alright. this is when I realized
You're gonna tell me everything once we get to the cathedral.
that it
Deal?
doesn't really control very well. I mean, it's not bad, and you can't pause the game from the looks of it. Here I was trying to see if I could change the controls a little bit, which is not a good sign if immediately after starting the game, my first thought is I want to change the controls. So, it doesn't control, I'm just going to reference Resident Evil 4, since that one's way better than 5. And apparently they added the sort of the Dead Space thing, where in Dead Space, he makes this beam of light go on the ground to show you where you have to go, and they kind of mimic that in this game, from the looks of it. And here's some more of the co-op
You see one of
gameplay
them, aim for
from
the head.
Resident Evil 5.
It's your best bet.
Got it.
And, here, I finally get to try and aim down the sight, and this is when I started noticing
This
that
is where the reception
they
was gonna
completely
be.
abandoned how Resident Evil
They'd all be
4
here eating dinner right now if...
You think anyone survived?
First of all, you can move
I hope
when
so.
you're aiming, which is probably the biggest difference in the combat, and you can change, like I did there, you can change how you
I can't believe this is happening
see
again.
your character,
It's just like Raccoon.
left-handed and right-handed, over either shoulder.
Yeah,
And I think
never
you
forget
changed
it.
that with
we're going to this
the
cathedral
left
of yours.
analog stick by pressing
But
it
if you
down.
really
but
did have a hand in this,
I
you can
honestly-
kiss your
I'm
freedom
not sure,
goodbye.
But yeah, it doesn't really feel like a Resident Evil game, and I don't even think there's, well, at least I didn't find it. At least I don't think
was
there's
that?
a sprint button. I think there's just like a maximum
Only one way to find
jog
out.
that Leon
Let's go.
can do, which is right here. 'Cause I tried a bunch of different buttons, and well, leave in the comments if I was wrong, but I didn't really see like a sprint function. And also, I wasn't aware of how little ammo I was given in this demo until I actually started shooting at stuff. And I don't know if you can see, well, if you're watching it on a computer screen and not on like a phone, you
In the
probably
back.
can. Underneath the ammo counter, where it says Y, when I aim down my sight, apparently he has 2 pistols. So you can do a Kimbo in this game as well, which I don't know if that makes sense in a Resident Evil game. Here's a cutscene right here, so I'll be quiet.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Are you alright?
The fog.
What?
The fog. It came out of nowhere. Liz! Wait, let me go! It's too dangerous. My daughter, she's all alone. If we don't do something...
Alright, I get it. But if you don't keep it down, you won't live to save her. You understand?
Liz.
Is that your daughter? Alright, let's find her.
Leon, we don't have time
We're
to...
making the time.
Liz! Where are you?
Well, my big question is, where is Ashley in this whole thing? Is she, like, at college now? Because they don't really say how old she is in Resident Evil 4, but I'm guessing
scared.
she was in her late teens. And this takes place, I think, around 6 or 7 years after Resident Evil 4. So maybe she wouldn't be in college, but I would just like to know where she is in the
Stay sharp.
Resident Evil universe. I hope they'd at least mention her in the main universe, but we'll have to wait and see. I had a little bit of problems controlling Leon Maybe because I've been playing Resident Evil 4 non-stop for like 4 years, but
That's quite a draft.
still, he was... I mean, it's not like I only play Resident Evil, so
Just stay close.
I've had a lot of experience in a lot of games like this, but this just does not control very well. I was going up here seeing if I could find ammo or something.
Liz! Liz!
And when he said
Wonder how much
the
time we have
fog,
before
it
these
made me
corpses are on
think
their
of
feet.
The Resident Evil 3.5 fog version, so maybe they're implementing some of the stuff that was going to be in that version into this version. And right here, I'm so confused because the mission marker, which there was never any checkpoint marker or anything in any of the other Resident Evil games, but now it's like they've almost completely abandoned how Resident Evil is supposed to control and how to play. And oh well. And I don't get how he just opens it. I didn't even see a key or anything, but whatever. And then here again, we have to wait for that guy to make his way over here very slowly.
You alright?
And I thought he was turning into a zombie, so I'm like,
I will be once I
whoa,
find my
you're getting
daughter.
me. Already.
But we got cut off. I know she's here. Somewhere.
We'll need to get the elevator working again.
Well, the
It's locked,
elevator has
but I
my
work here.
favorite
I've got the
section in the
keys.
demo.
Once we're
By
in,
far.
we can take my car.
Thanks. Now let's find Liz and get the hell out of here.
Liz?
So later
Liz,
on,
is that you?
I'm going to post some gameplay of the other two campaigns in the demo, which would be Chris and Jake. I'll probably do Chris first, because I've played as Chris for hours and hours and hours in the past, so might as well start off with Chris. And then there's piano, which made me think, hey, maybe Jill in this game. If anyone remembers in Resident Evil 1, when you get the manuscript page, it was like a music sheet, and you needed that.
Careful.
And then Jill would play the piano, and she would open the door, and you'd get like the shield key, so you could switch the old shield with the new shield, or like the gold one with the wood one, and then you could use that to get a key to open stuff around the mansion. And I thought Liz was gonna be like a little girl or something, not a college student, but I guess it makes sense since they're on a college campus.
Where?
And there's
They already got out.
Jill's
They're
piano.
waiting for us at home.
And one thing I didn't like was you're forced to be behind these two, and they take forever to get back to the elevator.
How do we get out of this place?
The underground parking lot. The elevator is up ahead. Hopefully it still works.
Although I do have to say that they did a good job with the sound design, and the graphics look pretty good too, but it's just the gameplay doesn't
Let's get this out of our way.
feel like a Resident Evil game at all. The voice acting is good too, though, I think.
I'm glad you
better
guys
than
were
the
here.
first trio. If anyone remembers Barry or Leon's original voice actor from Resident Evil 2. That was great voice acting back in the day. This is the only part of the demo that actually makes me feel like I'm playing a Resident Evil game.
It's going to be okay, Lizzie. You're going to be okay.
Dad.
We're almost there. Liz?
And then right when you think it can't get worse.
The power.
Right here I was like, my first thought was like, I'm like, okay, who is eating who right now? And then, Liz is eating whatever his name was.
She's already gone! Shoot her!
What?
I didn't really understand what it meant when I did that. I thought you had to do like back and forth, but apparently it means to do it in a circle. But with the analog stick, but whatever, I figured it out. And survived the encounter with Liz. And then right here I'm like, okay, the demo's getting
Can't
better.
believe this.
We'll get used to it.
And
It's either
then
them or us. And they don't hesitate.
turns into a
Why did this have to
action
happen?
game in about 5 seconds.
I don't think we're alone in here.
Elena, grab your gun.
Shit! Don't let him in!
And unfortunately, I wasn't really looking at my ammo at this moment until I realized I was out. And then I'm like, oh yeah, you can do a Kimbo. Apparently. In Resident Evil. Another thing is that even though there's zombies, like right there, a headshot, right into the side of his head was not enough to kill him with one shot. The one thing I have to give this game is that at least Elena's AI is pretty decent. And right here, I saw in the cutscene he dropped his gun, so I tried to get it, and then Leon, I should have pressed A there, but that never gave me the chance to do it again. So I'm like, forget it. I'm sure the demo's almost done anyway.
That's our cue to get the hell out of here.
I couldn't agree more.
Let's go.
Leon, it's too late. There's nothing we can do.
You're right. Let's get the hell out of here.
And that's the end of Leon's section of the Resident Evil 6 demo. My honest opinion is, if you're a die-hard Resident Evil fan, like I would consider myself to be, you'll enjoy it, but it's not classic Resident Evil gameplay. Like, Resident Evil 4 controlled a lot smoother than this game. Even in 2005 on the GameCube, that controlled better than this does, but it's still a good, well, I can't say it's a good game, but Leon's demo is okay. But once you start getting into the fights with the zombies, it kind of goes a little downhill, but it's still worth downloading. It's September 1st right now. I think in a few days, maybe a week, they're gonna release the demo to the public who has not bought Dragon's Dogma. So, oh, and I did not buy Dragon's Dogma just for the demo, by the way. But yeah, so either today, a few days from now, whatever, I will post Chris's part of the demo, and then I'll post Jake's. So it's Killing Spree 7, and I'll see you next video. Bye guys.